Okay, tennis fans, Lisa Chase here, and this is part 2 of our series for playing on grass courts and how to best prepare your body and things to think about so you can prevent injury. Okay, so what's one of the first things that we want to know? So because when you play on grass, the ball bounces lower and the game is much faster, you really have to work on your leg, mobility, and strength to be able to get down to the ball in order to make that contact. What oftentimes happens is if you don't have that strength, what players will do is they'll bend over, they'll hurt their back, or they'll extend the wrist too much to try to get to the ball, all right? And if you do that, you're gonna create all sorts of wrist and forearm problems, back and maybe even hip problems. So you really wanna make sure that you're strengthening some of these muscles. So let's look at something super simple. This is a FlexBar. I love these. They come in different strengths. You could throw it in your tennis bag, and super easy to use. And I love, it was developed by a physical therapist as well. It's very smart. And it helps to work your forearm muscles in an eccentric way, meaning it's lengthening that tendon, which really helps to strengthen those tendons and prepare them for various types of sports and activities. So a couple really easy things to do, okay? We can work on that forearm extensor. So we're gonna twist, we're gonna turn, and we're gonna release this very slowly. And that is eccentrically working those forearm muscles. Then we can work on these motions of our wrists. This is supination and pronation. So we can go here and then release very slowly. The slow return is really important because that's where that eccentric load is happening. So I get the activation and then I'm gonna release very slowly. So working supination and pronation. Now, let's work this. This is very important as well. Yes, you have to bend your knees, but you're also gonna have to be able to move the forearm and the wrist in that direction. So pulling up, and returning slow, and then pushing away, and then returning again. So that is really great for forearm. You could do it as part of your warm-up or just part of your exercise routine. But we want to make sure we're conditioning those muscles to help strengthen so we don't strain our forearm. All right, so more to come in the next video.